say one of the many things for being an RA is just working with a lot of the coworkers within Res Life, being other RAs, DAs, CSAs, pro staff especially.
What made me want to become an RA was my freshman year. I had some family circumstances where I had to become an independent student, and that was like a traumatizing experience going through it as a freshman in like the second week of school. But my RA and the other RAs in the building, at the time I lived in Maria, and my RA, who's still here, but she's not currently an RA, and then the other RAs in the building, they really like banded around me and supported me, and they were my support system. They helped me get through my freshman year relatively drama-free, and my community director, Chris Rice, was so amazing that I was like, this is an awesome job and I want to do this. And so I was like, well, how do you do this? Like, I thought it was like a super person position, and they're like, no, you just apply. And so I applied and I got accepted, and that's how I became an RA.
Honestly, whenever someone tapped me on the shoulder and was like, hey, you should be an RA, my first response was no, I don't have time to be an RA, you have to do so much for it. But honestly, it really pays off in the long run, and it teaches you so much more than you'll ever expect. Like, you think an RA's job is mainly to help people, and it really is, but you get so much out of it and you grow so much as a person.
All the residents that live on campus, for some reason, they sort of always know like who you are. Like, oh, you're the RA for such and such. And so it's sort of like being in the cool kids club and just hanging out and working on your homework and then hanging out with all your friends. And it's pretty much impossible to be bored in being an RA. So you can always find something.
Some of the best experiences I've had as an RA are really like things that you don't think you'd ever get out of the job that you do, like 4 a.m. conversations with residents, and like watching residents, especially the freshman residents, watching them grow from like people who are like, what is a UC, and where's Marletto's, and how does a meal plan work, to like watching them grow and become leaders on campus and do things, and some of them become RAs. Last year, one of my residents became an RA, and it was like the proudest moment for me.
Let's see, one of my favorite parts about the job is just being able to help people, help incoming students have a positive college experience, since clearly I've had one. And it's just really rewarding to have people thank you just for being you, essentially.
So my RA job is definitely preparing me for my future career, because as of this year, I realized I want to go into student affairs for grad school. I was majoring in music education. I'm still technically a music ed major actually, but I'm switching over to sociology because I realized that I always wanted to work with people, but after being involved in RHA last year and working with housing and residential life over the summer, that this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. So it's showing me everything that you have to do, how flexible you have to be, how to work better with people and various situations, and honestly, this is the one thing I would rather do than anything else.
So if you're looking at applying for the RA job, it's a great opportunity. You're going to grow and learn more about yourself, as well as be able to help other people, and it'll make the whole college experience really memorable, because another 20 years from now, you'll still remember this. Trust me.